program in their 11th year of existence. It should be a very, very exciting basketball game.
Yeah, you mentioned Woody Newton, who for Mount Zion Prep, for some reason, not getting the start. He listed at 6'8" from Washington. Something tells me he's long, lanky, and likes to play defense, right?
And likes sitting on his own in the wing and steals the ball and scores in transition and shoot the three.
Of course, people don't realize that Jim Boeheim with that matchup zone for the last 78 years. Right?
Yeah, it's won a few games doing that.
It's consistent, right? All right, and the tip is controlled.
Sunrise squad man-to-man.
By Mount Zion. Again, out of Baltimore, Maryland. Danielle Allen is the point guard along with Kendall Bynum. Bynum's got the rock. A high screen set by Smith. Shot clock at 10, a little crossover dribble. Allen, a couple of pump fakes, and a weak side steal.
Great defensive possession to start the game out for Sunrise.
Listen, we're only 30 seconds into it, Bernsey, but something tells me this is going to be a faster-paced game.
I would say so, yep.
In the last one.
A lot of athletes out here on the floor.
Strong power move underneath by Keita, and he gets it to go. Leaves Keita at 6'10", 225.
Big, strong body scoring over his left shoulder. I like going inside. First time down the floor. Put some pressure on Mount Zion to start the ball game out.
Bynum with the rock, almost a steal. Otis Frazier III has the ball. Outside for Allen. Pretty good defense by Sunrise. Layup won't go, but a weak side tip. Nicely done.
Nice soft touch by Keita. Joe Smith, nice soft touch with his left hand on the offense glass.
Joe Smith from Selma, Alabama. He's about the same size as Joe Smith from Maryland. People remember him. About 6'7", 6'8". Score tied at 2. Minute and a half gone by. Right side, Lawrence. He's a lefty. Pops it out to the big fella, Keita. Keita making a move. Tough shot. Pretty good defense underneath by Joe Smith. And here comes Mount Zion. Kendall Bynum. Kind of got dual point guards here with Bynum and Allen. Bynum 6'1", Allen 6'2".
Great defense intensity. I love the bench for Sunrise cheering for their teammates. Great energy to start this game here today.
Stepping out of bounds was Otis Frazier III, 6'7", small forward from Phoenix, Arizona. Sunrise wearing the black uniforms. Mount Zion Prep in the home whites, and a turnover. A throwaway. Pass intended for Jeremiah Oden, a lanky 6'8", 185-pounder from Chicago, Illinois. Bynum. Nagesson is from the Netherlands. Oh, it's a long three off the back rim from Joe Smith. An offensive rebound corralled by Gesson. Taking a look, Bynum.
Travel.
You would think so, yep. Got caught up in the trees and had nowhere to go. Little pressure.
Little token pressure, just trying to slow him up a little bit. Not really trying to steal the ball, just trying to speed him up a little.
This is Tyron Loris, 6'4", 190-pounder from Morgan County, Georgia.
Great defense right there on the ball.
Keita lost it. Another steal. Frazier III delivers on the right side for Bynum. Off the screen, rolling with Smith. And he gets it back and he dunks.
Yeah, great offensive set. They ran that the last time down the floor and they weren't able to get anything out of it, but they went ball screen, back screen for a slip for a layup. Nice play.
Kind of an unconventional pick and roll. That was a beautiful set. Coach.
Yeah, cleared out one side of the floor and got an isolation, got what they liked.
Michael Robinson, who wears number 11, 6'10", 210 pounds from Houston, Texas, and we get a foul.
A lot more energy starting out in this ball game here. Here's that side ball screen. Right guy pops, slips. Nice, good offense.
An easy two, makes it 4-2 for Mount Zion. And you're right. They play pretty good defense, Mount Zion. Yeah. They are in your mug.
Yep, Sunkiss gets up and really, really defends.
Otis Frazier gives it on the left for Smith. Tough shot. No, and the rebound corralled by Jeremiah Oden. On the run is Sunrise. Rodegaard always looking to shoot. He's from Norway. Wears number 24. He goes back door. He's got a size advantage also on Danielle Allen. But he's a three-point shooter. Look at the size advantage that he has. Rodegaard on Allen, who was guarding him. I don't know if that's... And they're matched up here at the other end. He's 6'7". Allen only goes 6'2". Bynum picks up the dribble. Now here's Frazier going left. Pretty good defense by Lawrence. Shot clock at 10. To the right, Allen, a little step back. Back out for Bynum. Shot clock at 2. He's got to put it up, and he rattles it home. The friendly, soft rims here at AIC.
Soft touch, soft touch.
And a timeout called by Sunrise with 15:20 remaining.
Good energy to start the ball game here. 4-point game going to a timeout.
We will take a break. 6-2 the lead. And I think, Coach, right there, the timeout by Sunrise Christian, probably because you played 5 minutes and you really haven't been able to get anything going offensively, right?
Yeah, I just want to get his guys together, set them down a little bit, try to get him to execute some offense. The first possession of the game, they threw the ball inside, get a wide-open layup. They, try to better job trying to get the ball in the lane. Let's see what they run here coming out of this timeout.
Got some subs. That's Colin Moore in the game. And a steal. Picked off by Frazier to the third, and he slams with 2 hands.
Athletic play right there. Get up on us, man. Steal it. Go down and dunk the ball.
Very intense defense for sure. Kel Robinson trying to drive. Saving it from a turnover was Lawrence. Man-to-man pressure defense by Mount Zion Prep. Lining up a 3 is Lawrence, and they needed that one.
They needed a basket big time. He gave it to him.
The lefty Tyron Lawrence, 6'4", 190 pounds from Morgan County, Georgia. And it's 8-5. Mount Zion with the lead. Driving baseline. Frazier leaves it, and a rejection. Ball tipped around. That ball was blocked by Colin Moore. And on the run is Sunrise Christian. Little shot clock malfunction. Oh, it's the rim. The rim, I believe, is off kilter. No? Yeah.
Yeah, the rim is it's going to pop back. That's not good. That's a bad sign.
Oh, man. Well, they didn't call the technical foul. That's a little better, right?
Yeah.
Let's see it again. We're going to see the replay.
Yeah.
I know you want to brace yourself, right? But
yeah, he dunked the ball and swung on the rim and put a little pressure on the spring in the back of the rim, and hopefully it doesn't become a problem as the day goes along.
Yeah, absolutely, because we don't want to be here for a backboard replacement.
No, we do not. No, we don't.
I was in Hawaii where they had to do 2 of them. It was 5 in the morning when the game ended. Yeah. I mean, it was in Hawaii, so I'm not complaining. Yeah.
But you were in a gym. You were on the beach.
It was Corsley Edwards who did it, by the way.
Sunrise coming out in the zone right here. Give him outside.
Yep. Active on defense. They cut it to 1. Little drop step by Robinson and a tie-up underneath with a foul called on Joe Smith. Roderick Harrison, the head coach for Mount Zion Prep. AC Makobu for Sunrise Christian at the free throw line. Plays Kita, misses the free throw. We don't have any indication of any commitments from the players on Sunrise Christian.
No, not as of yet. They've had some big-time kids over the years, so the program's been very, very successful.
A goose egg from the line. for Kita. Now here's a little
2-2-1, three-quarter court pressure, trying to slow him down a little bit.
Did not elect to trap as Bynum, the point guard, controls. And a timeout called. Shot clock at 23. Not sure what the timeout is, but that's going to enable TJ Fritz to come into the game for Sunrise. And for Zion, Lamont Powell Jr., local kid from Easton, Maryland. Got a few players from Maryland on this team in Washington, D.C. A little drop step, but one too many for David Nagesson.
Yeah, I think Big Keita standing in the lane right there just gave him a little bit of scare. Didn't want to go up and have a shot blocked.
Tyron Lawrence will walk it up. Played by Bynum. Drop step Robinson rejected out of bounds. The long arms of David Nagesson. Seen about 4 or 5 blocks already in this game. Shot clock at 17 as the inbounds from underneath the right side of the basket. Mount Zion putting that pressure on the perimeter. Lawrence on the left side. Here's a 3 by Fritz, and he rattles it home. He comes into the game, lines it up from behind the arc, and it's an 8-0 run.
Yeah, like the way his teammates found him there, coming out of that, coming off the bench there, get him going right away.
Mount Zion having trouble now in the 2-3 zone.
Yeah, the zone is really, really bothering them. They did a nice job of running their man stuff, but they're struggling here against the zone.
So it was a good timeout by Sunrise. That 3 rattles out. Fritz comes away with it. So a second chance. Here's Fritz in the corner. Robinson with the handoff. Back for Fritz. Quick pass left side Lawrence. Shot clock down to 5. Underneath, a power move up and good by Blaze Keita. And it's a 10-0 run now, and it's a 4-point lead. Substitutions waiting to come in from Mount Zion Prep. They've gone cold, but credit the defense of Sunrise Christian.
It's amazing how a zone can just change the tempo of a game.
Frazier will try to break it, airballs it. Colin Moore on the left, a long 3. Robinson banks it in. Now that's the second time we've seen
from the same exact spot. From the same exact spot. Unbelievable. Maybe it's a good shot.
There must be a wind draft.
Yeah, absolutely. The door's open. That's probably what it is. Mount Zion has to call a timeout.
Absolutely.
Yeah, great idea by AC, head coach at Sunrise, going to that zone because it's really bothered him.
13-0 run. It's a 15-8 lead. Bruce Beal. Coach Michael Burns. We're going to keep it right here off the timeout. Game number 3, as we mentioned, of this quadruple header on Cox Scale. Of course, you're watching it live on the internet. New Hampton, New Hampshire, used to the snow up here, taking on IMG Academy. That'll be our next game. Looking forward to seeing that one.
It really is amazing when you sit here and watch them switch and play that zone. If you're able to get stops, get out in transition, and get some open looks.
After we're done here, I'm going to go grab a ball and see if I can bank in the 3. From
Seems like a good spot. So let's see what Mount Zion does coming out of this timeout. See if Coach Harrison, puts in a little zone offense here. Looks like Sunrise is changing and going to man. We talked about it in the last game. Team calls a timeout, set up a play, switch and go back to man.
Maybe you put in a replacement, which they have.
Yep.
Woody Newton's in the game, by the way.
Right.
Finally, we're going to get our first look at Woody Newton.
Yep.
He's committed to Syracuse. He wears number 2. He turns it over, though, right away. And he hustles back for the rebound, though, but he stepped out of bounds. So that's number 2, as Coach talked about before the game, the top player on the team, Woody Newton, who's committed to Syracuse. And I hadn't seen him yet, but something told me he was long and lanky, and
that's what he is.
He looks like he will fit right in at Syracuse.
Looks like another Warwick Dunn.
And barely 3, and we get a loose ball foul. Over the back goes Mikal Robinson. Again, it was 8-2. Mount Zion had the lead, and Sunrise takes the timeout. They've rattled off 13 in a row. Now, see if they
back to the zone. I'm going to say back to zone.
Maybe not, because Jeremiah Oden back in the game.
Back in the man.
185. So Oden's matched up with Newton, both at 6'8". Kadar Waller takes it to the rack. He just checked into the game.
Yeah, Mount Zion's run the same play the last 2 times down the floor. They go high ball screen, back screen, giving that point guard an opportunity to get to the lane.
Also Xavier Joyner, 6-footer from Laurel, Maryland. Where's number 12? Here's a steal and a drive, a layup up and good. Lazy pass. Wow, this is a 15-zip run.
Those turnovers, it's Burley hurting Mount Zion.
Joyner holds, picked up the dribble straight away. This is Newton, back for Joyner, in the corner. Waller, back for Joyner. Newton wants it. Joyner drives, works it down low, bank shot up and good. Nice delivery to Khalid Bates, 6'7", from Detroit, Michigan.
Mount Zion definitely needed that basket.
Yeah, that breaks a 15-zip run. Came at the 10:25 mark. Big basket. As we approach the halfway point here of the first half. Lawrence steps back, and the lefty can't get it to go. Strong rebound by Woody Newton. Waller will walk it up. Man-to-man by Sunrise. Little pull-up jumper by Joyner, no. In traffic, trying to get the rebound with Bates, but it's taken away by Sunrise. Here they come, looking to run. Here's the shooter, Fritz. In the corner, driving middle. There was Noah Butler. Baseline, strong move, a lot of contact as Moore couldn't get it to go. And the rebound grab by Mount Zion. Letting them play that time.
Yeah, Sun gives us a nice job moving the basketball, changing sides of the floor. Good drive, maybe use a backboard next time.
Guessing way outside, he's got to get down low at 6'9". Waller controlling. Little fadeaway jumper off the back rim, no good. Weak side rebound by Joyner, lays it up and in. Back-to-back buckets for Sunrise, and it's 17-12. Well, they weathered a little bit of the storm after that 15-0 run. 2-3 zone, really.
Yeah, Mount Zion plays zone. Yeah, absolutely.
Pass goes down low in the trees. Butler couldn't finish. Sunrise with another chance to cut into the lead. Down only 5 now. Since they put in Waller, too, the offense has run a little better. He's got it. Quick pass. Left side 3, Bates. No good. Rebound underneath Fritz. They look to run. Moore. Like a freight train underneath. Went to the reverse. Came up short. We got 3-on-1. Driving all the way and scooping it up. No good. Good hustle, though, by Nagesson, and they'll reset. Well, Woody Newton's been very quiet. I don't know if he's touched the ball yet on offense.
Grabbed one rebound, but he hasn't touched the ball on the offensive end.
Little one-on-one shake and bake by Waller. Back out Newton. A 3 is no good, but he'll get 3 free throws.
Yeah, don't want to foul the jump shooter. Just go straight up, straight down. Don't want to put him on the free throw line, get him going.
Foul, yep, exactly. Foul goes on Noah Butler. So here's Woody Newton, 6'8", as we mentioned earlier. Committed to Syracuse.
Curious if Sunrise goes back into that zone. Ever since they come out of it and went man, Mount Zion's come back.
Yeah. Sometimes you outthink yourself, right?
Yeah, that's what it looks like. That's what it looks like.
Not sure what kind of a three-point shooter Woody Newton is, though. It was a nice challenge, but his momentum off the jump, Noah Butler banged into him.
Yeah, he's got to be smart. Don't want to make contact there.
Newton 2 for 2 from the line. He's already better than most of the free throw shooters on Syracuse.
Yeah,
right?
You're right.
I don't know. Sorry, Coach Boeheim, if you're watching.
Yeah.
They've gotten better over the years, though, I think. Right?
I'm sure. I think his son has a pretty good free throw shooter.
Terry McNamara brought that average way up when he played lifetime. Newton trying to go 3 for 3. Doesn't get the roll. Strong rebound, Robinson. Samir Jackson's in the game. That's number 1. It's road guard back into the lineup. He started the game. He's getting away with a foul. Maybe it was Newton that time. Shot clock at 10. A 3 by Jackson, no good. Oh, rebound in and out of the hands of Peter, but he got it back. Shot clock reset to 20. Quick trigger 3, Fritz. Back rimmed it, no. And the rebound came to join it. Hey, this number 3, Kadar Waller. Since he's come into the game too, he's done a nice job.
Yeah, he's really settled him down. Got him, get him in some offense, and just a nice job facilitating.
Oh, this time he gets it rejected, and coming away with it is Sunrise. Now a 3 lined up by Rodegard. No good back rim. Maybe didn't have the feet set there, and they'll take a timeout. Unless he was on the line. No, they were awarded the timeout. Talking about Waller and how well he's done, but
great drive here by Waller, but big fella, Kate that goes up there and blocks it.
And then you didn't like that shot, did you?
No, he rushed it. I mean, I think he's a good 3-point shooter, but a pull up like that in transition, we saw Goodrich do it in the last game. I just don't know if that's in his game right now.
Yeah, and you make a really nice defensive play right there, a chance to, you know the score. They're down by 3. A 3, you make the 3, and you cut. They're on a little bit of run of themselves, but probably could have got a better shot.
Drive to the goal, make a defender guard. You get 2 guys to guard. You make an extra pass. Hopefully, get a layup. You had numbers.
6:47 remaining. Game number 3 here of this quadruple header at the home of the Yellow Jackets, AIC. Oh, we're getting the, famous alum here. Thomas is talking to me in my ear. Of course, some guy named Jim Calhoun. And I tell you, one of the most underrated players ever, I think, to play in the NBA. Hold on after this jump hook. Really a good player, a solid player. Mario Ellie is a really good NBA player. He's got his jersey retired here, Mario Ellie does. Wore number 41. And that was Kendall Bynum pulling up and knocking it down. Just like that, Coach. We got a 1-point game.
Yep, game of swings. Let's see what happens here. Great hustle. You like to see that.
Loose ball, and the Gesson picks it up. Gets it underneath for a layup. No good. Gesson, it was Newton missing the layup. Gesson gets it back. Plenty of time as we're under 6 minutes here in the first half. Outside Newton. Haven't seen much from him yet. Bynum driving. Shot clock at 5, so having to put it up and missing on the shot was Joe Smith. And Sunrise has gone into a little bit of a drought here. And they throw it away. Miscommunication on that one.
Let's see if they go back into that zone, try to mess up with what my Zion's got rolling right now.
Xavier Joyner out. Daniel Allen back in. Oh, check that. Yep, Daniel Allen back in for him. And Mikael Robinson departs. Colin Moore returns for Sunrise. Allen straight away. Taking a look. Gets it for Gesson. Little drop step. Back out for Allen. Splits the defense. Bullet pass down low. Spinning shot by Joe Smith. Oh, he missed an easy one. But, I don't know. TJ Fritz might have, I'm sorry, that was Rodegard might have tipped that in.
Great stick with it, though.
And how about that? A game of runs here. Mount Zion regains the lead. Tough fall-away shot in and out. And the rebound grab by Smith underneath. Bynum working on Tymere Jackson. Bynum lost it. Vertigard comes away with it. Vertigard, nice bounce pass, but through the hands. Butterfingers that time for Tyron Lawrence. I think he took his eye off the ball.
Wow. Sunrise really has dropped off here the last 5-6 minutes. And now they go back to the zone. There we go. Let's see if that bothers Mount Zion at all. Did a great job giving them a run earlier in the game.
Yeah, and they're struggling offensively, but sometimes, defense leads to offense, right? You get a turnover and an easy bucket. Outside for a triple by Bynum, no good. Tipped around, and Colin Moore with the rebound. Vertigard wants to go. Tough spot, and he drove baseline. Here comes Allen. Drop step, rejected. Good hustle by Moore coming back. Jackson, crossover, drive, glass, 2. Solid move that time by Jackson, and Sunrise retakes the lead. Here Jackson from Kansas. As Sunrise is out of Bel Air. 1, 2, 3 players from Kansas. About 3.5 left. Around the zone they go. Looking for a breaker here. They get it in the corner. Now outside for Newton. He'll take a 3, no good. So he's taking 2 shots, both from behind the arc, Newton. In the middle, Keita. Now a 3 by Lawrence, and he splashes it home.
It's amazing how that zone has helped them. It's forced Mount Zion to take perimeter shots, and it's given Sunrise the opportunity to get out in transition and get some open looks.
Almost like a psychological thing at this point.
Yeah, a lot of offensive teams don't want to look at that zone.
Bynum pass down low, beautiful. Camped out underneath was Nagesson. Oh, boy. I really hope this isn't going to be a problem with the rim. We see the steal here. Good hustle by Colin Moore. I've been watching him the whole game. He gets after it. Oh, here we go again. I always liked the rim when it was like that, drooping a little bit, right? Oh, now it's up to, oh boy.
It's a nice little set there against the zones. Handoff, screen the side of the zone, drop pass on the baseline for a score.
Man-to-man by Mount Zion. .25 left, shot clock under 10. There goes Lawrence. Pull-up jumper. Knocks it down. Solid move by Tyron Lawrence. Extend to a 4-point lead.
Yeah, did a nice job playing with pace. Use that ball screen. Knock down the 15-footer.
Yeah. The old-fashioned 15-footer. Remember those?
There aren't a lot of them. Yeah. Threes are dunks nowadays.
Right side jumper by Allen won't go. Rebound. Ooh, that might have been goaltending. Yep. I think you give that basket to Nagesson, holding his left shoulder.
Sitting in that zone again. Air ball. Go rebound the ball. Goaltending after it hit that. You can't touch that ball if it goes off the backboard.
Little push off by Colin Moore. Now they run the weave here. Well, they're dedicated to the weave because I think Fritz had passed up an open jumper, but Moore with a strong move underneath, and Colin Moore used all of that 200 pounds.
Tough move right there. Drove down the lane, made the contact, finished with the right hand, going to the free throw line for old-fashioned three-point play.
Yeah, not afraid of contact, this kid, Colin Moore.
Tough move.
Used his body well. They list him at 200, but uses all of that. And graduate from this year, 20 graduate from North Little Rock, Arkansas. Knocks down the free throw. Mount Zion Prep head coach Roderick Harrison with a little discussion with the official. $1:40 left here in the first half.
It's been a smooth first half. Only 5 fouls called. Gone up and down the floor.
Yeah, the only delays we've had has been the rim.
Absolutely.
Let's see if Woody Newton can get it going. He's up at the high post. They're in a 2-3 zone. Boy, and they really jump out on Allen, who lines up a 3. No good. Newton with a rebound. And they're going to call it on him? Yes, they are. Pushed off. And as Coach mentioned, only the 6th team foul, or 6th foul in the half, 3-piece.
Very well officiated first half. Letting the guys play. It's a nice flow to the game.
Bynum picking up Lawrence. There's more on the perimeter. Man-to-man by Mount Zion. And we get an offensive foul. Boy, a very emphatic assistant coach of Mount Zion. I don't know if that's...
Yeah, called him trying to box out. Got a little too physical there, trying to carve out space.
The guy who's keeping score at the end of the bench, is he supposed to be that animated? But I like the...
I'm wondering if he's got sunglasses on. I don't know. He realizes it's snowing outside.
We're under a minute. 5-point game, almost a steal by Moore. I would have liked to see him, although he might have ruined that rim too, Moore. Yeah, he's if you get at the end of the bench, he's very, very vocal and animated. We got 46.2, 14 on the shot clock. There's Bynum. Zone. Newton. Drop step. Oh, pushes off and travel.
Yeah.
Well, he really had no choice. There's about 5 on the shot clock. And we see a very excitable assistant coach for Mount Zion.
Very animated down there, keeping stats.
Little handoff by Rodegaard. Oh, a lot of contact underneath and a traveling violation before that. So about, 3 turnovers in the last 4 possessions combined for both teams.
Got a little sloppy here finishing out the first half. Little 2-2-1, 3/4 court pressure. Probably going to sink back into that zone. Just trying to take time off the shot clock.
5-point lead, Mount Zion. See if they play for the last shot. Down 5. Oh. Ooh, nice look away, bullet pass, trying to get it for Joyner.
Just make the simple play. You're just trying to force it in there. You got 12 seconds to go. Make the simple play.
Single, not a home run, right? Timeout, 11.9 left, 27-22. Quick break, and we'll come back for the last 12 seconds. Zion down 5 with the ball, 11.9 left. See what they come up with here off the timeout.
Sunrise changes it, goes man. Let's see what happens here. See what type of play they have.
And a foul way away from the basket, but it doesn't matter as nobody's over the limit. You had Gesson with the ball way out there, but Moore commits the foul. That's only his first.
Yeah, if they have fouls to give, they still have another one to give. Pretty smart coaching right there. Next level coaching.
Be aggressive on the perimeter, right? Here's Bynum. 6 seconds left. Joyner can't find the 3. Bynum lost it, got it back. Forces the 3, no good. And that's the way the half will end. 5-point game, 27-22. Officials say that's it. And Sunrise has the lead. We will take a break. It's halftime.
Drone Racing League pilot Wild Willie is testing his skills on the scariest course imaginable. His mom's house. Fortunately, he's using panoramic Wi-Fi from Cox, because even a 1-second delay could mean trouble for everyone. Wall-to-wall fast panoramic Wi-Fi from Cox. Wi-Fi at the speed of flight.
The right connection can open a world of curiosity for your child. With Cox, families that have a K-12 student and receive government assistance could qualify for low-cost home internet with Wi-Fi. That means more learning and more achieving. Qualify now. It's time to connect with Cox.
Come on in and discover the new Cox Solution Store. Experience a whole new level of in-home comfort. It's all right here at the Cox Solution Store. Discover, learn, and experience more.
Drone Racing League pilot Wild Willie is testing his skills on the scariest course imaginable. His mom's house. Fortunately, he's using panoramic Wi-Fi from Cox, because even a 1-second delay could mean trouble for everyone. Wall-to-wall fast panoramic Wi-Fi from Cox. Wi-Fi at the speed of flight.
Back at the half with Coach Mike Burns, Bruce Beal here at AIC College as our third game of the afternoon. As at the half, it's 27-22 Sunrise Christian over Mount Zion Prep. Coach, anything jump out at you?
Yeah, game of runs. Early in the first half when Sunrise was down, they came out of that timeout and went to the zone, and it really gave Mount Zion fits. Looking at the three-point line is probably the difference right now. Right now you have Mount Zion's 0 for 7 from the 3. Sunrise is 4 for 8, so that has a lot to do with it. And then Sunrise went back to the man. Mount Zion made a run, came back, took the lead. again, Sunrise about 5 minutes to go in the half. Then they went back into that zone, and there you have it. You get Sunrise up 5 at the half, and we'll see what goes on here in the second half.
All right, we'll take a break. 5-point lead for Sunrise.
Drone Racing League pilot Wild Willie is testing his skills on the scariest course imaginable. His mom's house. Fortunately, he's using panoramic Wi-Fi from Cox, because even a 1-second delay could mean trouble for everyone. Wall-to-wall fast panoramic Wi-Fi from Cox. Wi-Fi at the speed of flight.
The right connection can open a world of curiosity for your child. With Cox, families that have a K-12 student and receive government assistance could qualify for low-cost home internet with Wi-Fi. That means more learning and more achieving. Qualify now. It's time to connect with Cox.
All right, we are back. It's at the half. It's 27-22. Sunrise Christian School with the lead. We have a little extra time here because they're going to replace the rim on our left side. If you're watching on the internet here, it's the rim. We talked about it in the first half. It was rattled. I can't remember who pulled it down, but it's broken, and for safety issues, you have to get after it right now, because it could just, you start the second half, somebody dunks, and next thing you know, it's hanging. You got to stop the game, right? So this is the right call, right, Coach?
Yeah, one of the forwards from Mount Zion, I don't want to single anybody out, dunked the ball in the first half, and he swung on the rim. And I think it put a little pressure on the stanchion, and I think it may have popped the spring in the back. And if anyone that's been around basketball at this level, I'm sure you've seen backboards broken, or you've seen the rims broken. To be honest with you, in my career, I've probably seen 3 of them.
Oh, I thought you were going to say that you've broken 2 of them.
Well, throwing rocks at them maybe, or maybe my 3-point shot from time to time when I bricked a few up there. Yeah. But I've seen this happen. I was playing a game against Thayer Academy in Boston, and believe it or not, it was in layup lines. And one of my guys from Boston, Jason Smith, who played at George Washington, now I think he works at UPS in Boston, dunked the ball in layup line and pulled the rim off. So we sat there. What are we going to do? We had to go in. Luckily, at there, they had an auxiliary gym. Oh. So we went and played in the auxiliary gym, but there was dust all over the floor. It was slippery, really dangerous. So we won the game, and it was rather ironic. Next day, the Thayer athletic director sent a bill to my headmaster at the Winchton School saying, please pay this bill. My headmaster handed it to Jason Smith, and his family didn't have that kind of money, so I don't think that we ever paid that bill. But if you've been around the game of basketball long enough with talent and kids of this size, you probably have a story. And let's be safe right here, so let's be safe and fix it.
Here's the replay of when the rim was rattled. Let's see. Oh, that was the second time.
No, that wasn't it. It was earlier in the game. Yeah, it was earlier in the game. It was a wide open breakaway. He came in from the left side, dunked it, swung. His feet swung onto the basket. Again, referees probably could have called a technical. The refs looked at each other, but again, an event like this, I think the referees played it off. But now we're dealing with what we're dealing with.
Yeah, I told you. You told the story about your broken rim. It's going to take about another 10 minutes probably to replace it. At least they're prepared here at AIC. As the rim is already off the basket on the side. Obviously, they have 6 baskets here at AIC. So they've taken one of the rims off, and they're going to replace it right now. So it might be quicker than we thought. But a game in Central Connecticut, where I work, we back in the 90s. On a real snowy, awful day, I remember versus Delaware State, because it was one of the few Division I wins Central had that year. I want to say it was 93 or 94, but a kid from Delaware State with a follow-up dunk, the rim just exploded. I mean, I can't remember if they had the real breakaway rims back then in the 90s.
No, probably not.
Yeah, probably not.
No.
And this thing just, when you see a rim, remember Jerome Lane from Pittsburgh?
Jerome Lane, Barkley, Darryl Dawkins,
oh, of course.
Shaquille O'Neal. I mean, there have been many over the years. We were at practice one day. We're doing a big man drill, dropping the ball off on the baseline. Kid named Tyrus Boswell turns square, played Mississippi State, turns square, pops the backboard, shattered. I've seen it probably happen 3 or 4 times. It's a scary thing. I was refereeing a summer league game, the Hoop Crew camp at college in New Jersey. There's a kid named Morton who played at Seton Hall, and he drove John Morton. At a camp game. I'm refereeing the game.
He only weighed about 180
pounds.
Right?
I'm under the basket. He comes down the lane, dunks the ball, and the backboard pops, and it falls all over his back, and it falls on my back as well. And we had to rush him into the restroom and just take a hose because you can't touch the glass because it was all over his body. Yeah. So you had to spray water on him to get the glass to go off, and we had to bring him to the hospital to get a chunk of glass out of his back and get some stitches. Now myself, I had blood pouring out of me, but they really didn't care much about me. They said rub some dirt on it, put a Band-Aid on it, and here we go, kid.
And the last one I can remember is when we were in Hawaii in 1999 playing in the tournament in Kona, and it was like an auxiliary gym we were playing in. We had already broken a backboard in practice. A kid by the name of Jason Smith from Missouri had already broken a back. So there was really not an extra one. And of course, on a dunk down low, I can see it right now. Horsley Edwards, who weighed about 280 pounds then when he was a freshman, just bam, and the thing just shattered all over the place. A kid by the name of Victor Payne got glass all over him, and the next thing you know, it's 4 or 5 in the morning, our time. But yeah, like I said,
it's dangerous.
Yeah.
And people always question when someone dunks and swings on the rim and the referee calls a technical, and people say, it's part of basketball, let it go. They don't realize what can happen. For instance, what happened today, but obviously we were lucky we don't have a broken glass. We just have a broken spring.
Yeah,
that backboard comes down. Just think of shards of glass being poured onto your back. It's a dangerous, dangerous situation. So you better to be smart, better to be safe than sorry.
What was the year that they came up with the breakaway rims?
25 years. Yeah, I would probably say, yeah. I didn't collapse many rims in my day. I had a couple 3-pointers that may have hit the front rim and may have collapsed the rim, but I don't think I ever get up there and collapse the rim. But it was one of the smartest things that basketball ever did when they went to that collapsible rim with guys that just became bigger and bigger. Back in the day, they had beach baskets. The basket ripped, and they just put another basket up there. No one was really dunking at that time, but just think of the evolution of the game of basketball and what's happening where we're at today.
And your coach, you coached prep school for what, 14?
17 years. I was the head coach of the Winchester School, but 14 years I was the prep school level.
Winchton, yep. And it was just, where do you see the talent as far as what we're watching today and when you coached? Is it a lot different?
Well, the talent level has definitely changed. But right now, everyone says the tight ends are now out of the game of football because the tight ends are now out here playing basketball. So look at the athleticism we have out here.
That's true. Yeah, people used to play 2-3 sports. Yeah. We were talking about the broken rim before. That's what's going on right now. They're fixing it, and here I think is the replay, right? Nope. Yes, it's Frazier, right?
Watch him swing on the rim. Yep. That's what popped it. You can see it bending over right there.
Otis, my man, Frazier III.
Yeah,
was
so
the one who did it.
Yeah, so the athletic director here, Ben Rosenfeld, has been working so hard to put this event on. Associate athletic director, Mr. Rosenfeld, is going to have to send a bill to Mount Zion to see if they can get this rim, fixed.
Yep.
Absolutely. Mr. Rosenfeld is working his tail off over there, supervising, making sure they do a good job changing that rim. I'll tell you, he is a tireless worker.
Something tells me that rim's going to be a lot tighter than the one to
Absolutely,
our right. Yep.
AJ Levette, and what's the other gentleman's name? Yep, AJ and Mike Lovato up there making the change, being seen on cable TV right now. They're going to be heroes when they come home. I'm telling you, we just brought up a very good point here. With that new rim and with that new spring, we were talking about in the first half how loose the rims were and how they were getting rolls. I'm telling you, there's going to be a big difference right now. Sunrise Christian is now going to have to shoot on that rim in the second half, and they're not going to get that friendly roll that they had that's going on down the other end. It's going to be interesting to see if that happens. It's a 5-point game, but let's see if something like this really actually becomes a big part of the basketball
game.
A
disadvantage.
Absolutely, maybe a disadvantage.
And free throws down the stretch.
Absolutely,
also, right? We mentioned it's a 5-point lead for Sunrise. Coach went over some of the team stats. Pretty even on the rebounding, 20-18 Sunrise. They have not hit, as Coach mentioned, Mount Zion has not hit a three-pointer, 0 for 7. They're shooting it at 32%, whereas Sunrise shooting it at 42%, and they're 4 for 8 from behind the arc. Not a lot of free throws. Sunrise only 1 for 3 from the line, and Mount Zion 2 for 3. Only one player in double figures in the game. That's Kyron Lawrence for Sunrise. He's got 10. Colin Moore has 5, 4 for Keita, 3 for Robinson, a bucket for Tamir Jackson, and leading scorer for Mount Zion Prep, number 15, Joe Smith. He has 6, 4-piece for Gesson and Bynum, and 2 for Frazier, Bates, Newton, and Joyner. So they're just about done. We're going to step out for a minute or so, and then we'll come back with the second half. A 5-point lead for Sunrise Christian.
Drone Racing League pilot Wild Willie is testing his skills on the scariest course imaginable. His mom's house. Fortunately, he's using panoramic Wi-Fi from Cox, because even a 1-second delay could mean trouble for everyone. Wall-to-wall fast panoramic Wi-Fi from Cox. Wi-Fi at the speed of flight.
The right connection can open a world of curiosity for your child. With Cox, families that have a K-12 student and receive government assistance could qualify for low-cost home internet with Wi-Fi. That means more learning and more achieving. Qualify now. It's time to connect with Cox.
We go to the New England. What's the seafood place in Boston?
Phillips. Just want to make sure.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. All right, we are back in Springfield, Massachusetts. I almost said Springfield, Missouri, but no, in snowy Massachusetts. Teams are warming up. We're about 2 minutes away from tip-off, and they've replaced the rim on the left side. And, of course, Coach Mike Burns suggested, that they go over and start dunking to loosen up the rim, and they actually did. right?
Yeah, it doesn't seem like a smart thing to do, but I'm telling you, that thing's going to be so tight. A couple dunks, loosen up that spring a little bit. It's definitely going to make a difference here in the second half of Sunrise.
All right, we'll be back with that second half when we return to Springfield.
Drone Racing League pilot Wild Willie is testing his skills on the scariest course imaginable. His mom's house. Fortunately, he's using panoramic Wi-Fi from Cox, because even a 1 second delay could mean trouble for everyone. Wall-to-wall fast panoramic Wi-Fi from Cox. Wi-Fi at the speed of flight.
The right connection can open a world of curiosity for your child. With Cox, families that have a K-12 student and receive government assistance could qualify for low-cost home internet with Wi-Fi. That means more learning and more achieving. Qualify now. It's time to connect with Cox.
Drone Racing League pilot.
All right, perfect timing, Thomas Poole. You must have been here. You must have been doing this before.
Mount Zion comes out in a man-to-man defense here. Sunrise running a little offense, trying to get the ball inside.
The old-fashioned weave. Jeremiah Oden, there's number 25, hands it off on the right side. Shot clock at 10. Lawrence, a pull-up jumper, no good. Did not hit the rim.
Had nothing to do with the rim.
That almost broke the backboard. Mount Zion calls out a play. White uniforms, with black numbers, shooting at the basket to our right. Shot clock approaching 10. Driving is Bynum, and it's taken away.
Smith wasn't ready for it. Put a hit right in the chops. He's got to have those hands up ready to make that catch on that drop-off pass.
Lawrence, cross court on the left side. A high pass corralled by Robinson. Mount Zion in the man-to-man defense. Shot clock under 10 now. Strong drive by Lawrence. The left-hand runner is good. Leads all scorers with 12 points in the game. Tyron Lawrence. He's 5 for 8 from the floor. The lead is 7.
Sunrise back in man-to-man.
Three from the left off the back rim, no good. Ball tipped in, an offensive rebound. Taken by Smith. Off the screen. Driving is Bynum. Kicks it back out for a three. This time again, back-to-back, no good. Gesson had 2 good looks at it. On the move, here's Rodegaard. Rodegaard trying to get into the paint. Little drop step and a fall-away jumper, no good. He had a big size advantage over Allen.
I like the idea of Sunrise changing sides of the floor, but they got to look at the basket.
Gesson with a strong drive. They lost it. Joe Smith comes away with it, and another turnover. Now trying to go deep. Spinning is Tyron Lawrence. He's got back-to-back buckets, and the lead is now 31-22. Largest of the game, 9 points. Frazier lines up a line drive jumper, no good. Ball tipped around and landed out of bounds. It'll remain Mount Zion basketball.
Great effort there trying to keep that ball in bounds. Love to see that type of effort and energy out of your teammates.
Two and a half gone by. Having trouble getting it in was Allen. Now Bynum. Frazier, 3. No good. And a rebound grabbed underneath by Rodegaard.
If you're Sunrise, Chris, you have to be really happy with the start of the second half here.
Man-to-man by Mount Zion. Lawrence has played very well in this game this afternoon. He's got it on the left. Oden trying to get in. Good cutoff. And now a tap to the head and a high screen. Breaking the 3 is Oden. Gets caught up in the air, and here's the steal. Gessen driving. Trying to line up for the block was Michael Robinson, but he's called for the foul. He's trying to time that one.
Yeah, it came down a little awkward. Looks like he's okay, though.
I don't want to harp on it, but I've never seen a coach or a scorekeeper at the end of the bench be so
animated.
Yeah, I know I've used that word a couple times, but he's into it. Let's put it that way. He's really into it.
Really invested in the kids in the program.
Yep. Free throws coming up here for David DeGessen. First half, he was 2 for 2 from the floor. Had 6 rebounds to lead the way, lead all players. Yeah, trying to line up for the block that time, but DeGessen did a good job.
lot of energy pulling for his team. He's happy this guy drove to the basket. Can't fault that.
It's like you're old. You got John Calipari out there always clapping.
Yeah. Cal was up coming outside of the coach's box, getting yelled at by the refs. That is the longest bench I may have ever seen with Mount Zion.
Yeah,
they've had to bring in a couple chairs to fill their whole squad.
18 players. Left side 3. No good. Ball tipped up in the air.
Big rebound.
Underneath and a putback up and in. Keita.
Great effort by Keita. Love to see Sunrise throw the ball into him a little bit, use his size. They went to him the first position of the game. They haven't gone back to him.
6'10", 225. Makes it 33-24. Frazier outside on the perimeter. Oh, nice backdoor cut. Pretty pass
great
by
set.
Smith.
Yeah, great set. Yeah, great screen there on the baseline for a layup.
Gessen with the field goal makes it 33-26. Outside Lawrence. Bynum's got him. Back for Lawrence. He wants to go. Gets cut off and a traveling violation call. A lot of contact there, but, with the delay at halftime with the rim replacement, you might see the referees let him play a little bit more and move this game along.
Well, I'm sure they could see the snow outside, so they want to get out of here as well. Great play. Look at the screen here on the baseline. Great set offensively. They're going to Guessman in the second half, trying to get him involved. Sunrise back here in the zone.
Bynum on the left side for Allen. Takes a look. Smith, a long 3. He knocks it down. Boy, they gave it to him, and he made him pay.
He lined it up. No one seemed to be worried about it. I guess he's done it before.
Big bucket. Cuts it to 4. Amir Jackson played well in his brief 5.5 minutes in the first half. Jackson needs a screen. Moore pops out. Moore with 5 to shoot. Right to the rack. Shot is no good and a foul call. Tough call.
Wow, tough call is right.
Yeah. Roderick Harrison did not like that call at all.
Drove into 3 guys, was out of control. I think the referees may have bailed him out a little bit.
With the shot clock winding down. And it goes on Frazier, and he's trying to get an explanation from the official you see right there. Yeah, I thought it was pretty good defense for most of the shot clock. And as, the young kids like to say nowadays, ball don't lie, as he misses on the free throw, Colin Moore.
Basketball gods.
Colin Moore, 5 points in the first half, was 1 for 1 from the line. He cashes in on 1 out of 2 here.
Little 2-2-1, 3/4 court pressure. Probably going to go back to that zone. It's been given Mount Zion fits.
correct. Oh, a no look in the middle for Frazier. Works it down low, and a rejection by Kita.
First time they got the ball to the high post, but they dropped it off to a little guard who, unfortunately, Kieta knocked it out of there.
Fritz can't get the three to go, and that might be either a travel or a foul. Yep. Kieta picked up the foul, a blocking foul. That's where you just gotta, after the shot's over, you just gotta turn around and run back.
Just get back in transition. You don't want to get a dumb foul 94 foot away from the basket.
Only his first of the game, which is hard to believe as physically as he's played. But we didn't get a lot of fouls in the first half.
And the zone is disguising him a little bit on the inside, so he's not getting as many opportunities.
Little pass underneath, bank shot won't go. Nice offensive rebound by Smith. Just didn't finish. He's had a few of those tonight where he didn't finish.
He's still a long kid. He's still growing into his body. Once he gets stronger, he's going to finish that one.
How about that? Nicely done by Moore. He felt the presence of Nagesson coming over, and he banked it up high off the glass. Excellent touch. And back into the 2-3 zone, which slows down the offense a little bit. They run a modified weave.
Short corner, ran that play in the first half for a layup. Run that same exact play in the first half.
Yes, you're right. And Nagesson's going to cash in with a couple of free throws.
It's good coaching right there. Tough to score against the zone. To be patient, screen the outside of the zone, get an opportunity on the baseline. 2 free throws.
Nagesson, I mentioned, leading all players with 6 rebounds in the first half. He's got a couple here, and for the game, the free throw's no good.
Nagesson's got a huge upside. I guess Virginia Tech was out to watch him play last week, and Coach Harrison said that Virginia Tech offered him a scholarship. So He's got a huge upside.
Oh, he's got the long arms. And
potential. Scary word, potential.
Yeah. I mean, he probably could be a real presence defensively.
Yeah.
Good athlete. Tamir Jackson walks it up with a 7-point lead for Sunrise. Now here's Moore, always with the head up, back door, and it goes out of bounds. Well, that's just an inexperienced pass, because even if he makes that pass, right, Tamir Jackson is on the run.
He throws the smallest guy on the team under the basket, running away from the basket.
Yeah.
He's just got to be smarter. You got to know your teammates.
Got some information here about our bench coach. Oh, rejected underneath by Colin Moore. Scoop shot with the left hand, around and good. Ooh. Oh, the replacement friendly rim for Michael Robinson. 6'7", 210-pounder from Texas. Lead is 38-29, and
great block right there.
Bynum with the rock. Jackson picks him up. Back for Bynum. A reset with 15 to shoot. Bynum off the screen. He's got a lane, and it opens up. And he lays it in with the left hand.
Sunrise goes back to that man-to-man and gets beat for a layup. They may want to go back to that zone defense.
Lead is 7. Little extended 1-2-2 here. Woody Newton's in the game, by the way, for Mount Zion Prep. Yeah, they've really extended this zone now. Got to get somebody at the free throw line. Trying to flash is Oden. Shot clock at 5. And stepping out of bounds was Bynum. Tyron Lawrence. Turnover. That'll bring in Kadar Waller into the game, replacing Kendall Bynum, who's played low. Also back in for Sunrise is Blaze Kita, replacing Tamir Jackson. You don't see that happen to a 6'10" for 6 feet. When do you see that?
Oh, just changing your style of play, looking for a matchup problem.
2-3 zone. Rota guard with the long arms at 6'7" up top. There's Woody Newton. Thought about a 3. Back for Frazier. maybe one too many passes, and it goes out of bounds, and it'll be Sunrise Christian School basketball. You know, you really like the unselfishness, Coach, but that time I think Fraser had a little.
Someone's got to finish, right? Yeah. Exactly. How much closer do you want to get?
You appreciate it, but sometimes you have to be selfish for the team.
Correct. No, make the right basketball play. Absolutely.
Kyron Lawrence on the elbow. Lawrence, and boy, the defense extended has really wound the shot clock down. Robinson's going to have to make a move. Left corner for a three by Rodegard. Off the back rim, no good, and a loose ball foul called underneath. It'll go the other way. And we're going to take a timeout. We will take a break. It's a 7-point game, 11:28 remaining. We'll be back to Springfield after this. Back in snowy Springfield, Bruce Beal with Mike Burns, and I understand they've canceled the last games. We have one more after this. I think it's going to be a good one. New Hampton School plays out of New Hampshire and IMG Academy. That coming up about 8 minutes after this game. But with the weather outside, they have canceled the final game.
Probably smart. Safety, probably smart thing to do.
I broke out the old Durango for, the 2007
four-wheel drive.
Yeah.
I was going to commute and drive back to Rhode Island, but when they asked me to come back tomorrow, I got a hotel at Sheridan, so I don't have to worry about dealing with too much of the traffic.
Nobody
the
asked
weather.
me that.
No.
I'm going to have to spend some time. Is there a casino around here?
Yeah, I think there is.
Here's Frazier in the middle for a reverse layup, up and good.
First time he's shown himself.
Yep.
I was wondering if he was going to show up.
Well, against the zone, that was perfect execution.
Absolutely.
Right? They got the ball in the middle, and Newton ran
short corner,
baseline.
absolutely.
Mount Zion in the 2-3 zone. They get it down low and a rejection, and Frazier comes away with it. Left side for Waller. Waller drives, cut off by the trees. Someone's got to move, and it's deflected and taken away by Rodegard. And a foul underneath as Robinson made a strong move to the rack. Yeah, Waller that time got himself caught for Mount Zion over there, and really nobody helped him out.
When a guy drives to the basket, we talked about it in the last game, you got to carve out some space and make yourself available.
And the coach is talking to him right now
right.
for Mount Zion about that.
Yeah. I mean, does a nice job getting in the lane, but his teammates can bail him out by getting, showing themselves, showing their chest, and making themselves available.
Robinson, the year 20 graduate from Houston, Texas, misses on the free throw. Gita checks out for Sunrise Christian. Just about the halfway point here in the second half. It's a 5-point lead for Sunrise. 1 out of 2 for Michael Robinson. And a 6-point lead. And now they're back to a man-to-man. Sunrise is. Waller gets a high screen. Picks up the dribble. Now outside for Newton. Newton sets a high screen. McGesson down low. Newton traveled. Wow. He didn't like that call, and not sure I disagree with him.
Wow. Big time move right there. Caught the ball on the post, played with a little bit of effort, scored off the backboard. Referee called the travel. I'd like to see that one again.
Yeah, he's telling the official, wait a minute now. I'm going to Syracuse
Yeah.
next year. You can't call that.
Mr. Referee does not care much.
Jackson, a lazy bounce pass. Newton picks it up. Nice pass underneath for a layup up and good. Harvey.
Newton has definitely picked it up here in the second half.
He got a little perturbed maybe at that call.
Yeah.
And a good look for Harvey, DeAndre Harvey, who's got his first look in this game from Daytona Beach, Florida. 9.5 remaining. They cut back into it. It's only 4. Moore with a head of steam. Banks it up and good.
Does a great job driving to that left hand.
Yeah, he's strong to the basket, Colin Moore. Frazier left side. Newton works it down low for Nagesson, and he's going to get a couple of shots. Nice ball fake.
Yeah, here's Newton out in transition, making a very unselfish pass for a wide open layup. And Coach Martino Vincent Pepe, end of the bench for Mount Zion. Very, very excited.
With the sunglasses on his head. Well, good for Mount Zion, because some coaches don't allow that.
Yeah, well, he's down there. He's a player development right there. He's look like he's a sub in the game. Wow, look at that. A lot of energy, really supporting his kids. You got to like that out of a coach.
Yeah, I tell you, if I did that, I'd pull an Achilles tendon.
Well, I would have torn my pants is what I would have done.
Little TMI there. But,
excuse me.
Okay. Nagesson back rims it. Strong rebound by Oden. Jeremiah Oden's been quiet in this game. Good defense by Mount Zion. They're in 2-3. Now work it down low. This is Kita.
Great move.
Pump fake. Yeah, you got to love to see that.
how he gathered himself? Instead of making a bad shot, he gathered himself and finished. He's a talented kid. I wish they'd go to him more often.
Had a couple of players on him as well. 2-3 zone by Sunrise.
Sloppy pass.
Here comes Moore. Lost it, though. Got it back. Oh, nice no look underneath, and we get a foul or a travel?
No, you're going to call foul. Going to call foul, yep.
Tyron Lawrence was open in the corner. Now, the pass, it was a higher percentage shot that Kita had, but Lawrence was wide open in the corner for 3. He wanted that one.
Sloppy pass out of Newton down this end. He's got to be stronger with the basketball.
And they're going to say it was on the floor. Only 5 team fouls on Sunrise. Bringing it back out is Mikal Robinson. Met by Frazier. Lawrence. Played by Harvey. He's got a little size on him. Handoff. And a bumping foul, a blocking foul called on Woody Newton.
It's a foul. You got to move your feet. It's a foul. He may not like the call, but it's a foul.
You switch and you head, and you hedge, but you don't really, as long as he is, right? He doesn't need to
use your length, absolutely.
Timeout. All right, they called a timeout. Let's see if that perturbed Woody Newton again as we come back. It's 43-36. We'll be back to the Hoop Hall Prep Showcase in a minute.
Come on in and discover the new Cox Solution Store. Experience a whole new level of in-home comfort. It's all right here at the Cox Solution Store. Discover, learn, and experience more.
Drone Racing League pilot Wild Willie is testing his skills on the scariest course imaginable. His mom's house. Fortunately, he's using panoramic Wi-Fi from Cox, because even a 1-second delay could mean trouble for everyone. Wall-to-wall fast panoramic Wi-Fi from Cox. Wi-Fi at the speed of flight.
Yeah, I just see that. 3 road teams win today. 43-36, Sunrise with a 7-point lead. Yeah, we're running a little bit late. There was a delay at halftime as the backboard, Mr. Frazier, Otis Frazier, down went the rim almost, and he hung out a little bit, and they had to repair it as it kept hanging. And here we are with 8 minutes left in the second half. The third of 4 games. New Hampton and IMG right after this one.
It's going to be interesting to see what happens here in the last 8 minutes.
That was a block, I think. Shot clock's at 2. Moore's got to put it up. He does. And it's an air ball and a shot clock violation. (43-36), 7:44 remaining. Mount Zion is just trying to claw back in this game, Coach. They've done a nice job. A 2-3 zone by Sunrise. Waller outside Frazier. Mount Zion being much more patient on offense here. Driving as well. You might have to get some length out there, though, against this zone. As Waller tries to answer with a 3, it's short. Boy, Frazier all over Kita. Kick it around outside. I think that's a 2. No, it's a 3.
Unselfish play by Kate. It could have turned, squared, and shot the ball, pitched the ball back out for a wide open 3.
Robinson knocks down the 3. He's got 9 in the game, and that one hurt. That brings it back up to a 10-point game. Again, someone's got to flash to the middle, and we get a traveling violation call. He had 3 against this zone with the length. It's tough when you have 3 guards on the floor, right?
And 3 smallish guards.
Yeah.
You got to have somebody that can make a play at the free throw line. You have to have somebody on the short corner or the baseline that can turn square and finish the basket.
And in the first half, Frazier did a good job.
Absolutely.
When he was in the middle.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And he was on the perimeter on that possession.
It's amazing. Guys just don't like getting to that free throw line. I don't know what it is. They just don't like being in there.
Oden is there maybe milking the clock here, looking for a good shot. Left side, Oden. Here's Kita. Shot clock at 7. Power move. Jump hook. No good, and rebound grab by Woody Newton.
Tough move, though. Played within himself, just didn't finish it, but I'm okay with that shot.
Trying another 3 from the left side. No good. And unless you are a dead-on three-point shooter, you're feeding right into that zone.
Absolutely.
Here's Lawrence with a head of steam all the way. Scoops it up, no good. Here comes Mount Zion. Here comes Newton. Scoops it up and good. Now, he wanted to throw that one down, but the ball was deflected away, and a timeout called about Mount Zion. We will take it with them, says Thomas Poole. We'll be back. In here, it's pretty delightful. We've
Absolutely.
seen another good game. I promise you, Thomas, that will be the last time I sing. Okay?
I didn't really know where to go, to be honest with you. I didn't know where to go with that. I didn't know if you wanted me to chime in or what it was. I do know the song, but my voice is twice as bad as yours, believe it or not. So I stayed away from it. Yeah, so I stayed away from it. Interesting, we got 6 minutes to go in the ball game right here. We got an 8-point game. Big possession right there for Mount Zion. Call the timeout. Let's see if this pressure right here at Mount Zion turns over Sunrise and gives them the opportunity to get back in the game.
Yeah, Yeah, they could use it for sure. Let's see if they get a trap here. Lawrence brings it up. The lefty spins. Good defense, pressure defense by Harvey. Oden driving middle, lost it, and Frazier saves it. And they get the turnover. Bynum for Frazier. Outside to Gesson. Little look down low, and the shot was blocked, but Woody Newton's going to get a couple of free throws.
But again, like we talk about, it's a zone. Get the ball to the top of the key, right at the free throw line. Ganuzzi catches the ball there, drops it off for Newton there on the baseline, turn square, get to the free throw line.
And the key there was, Coach, also is they didn't let the zone set up.
Correct.
Right? You push the ball.
Change size before they get in the right spots, absolutely. But you got to make your free throws.
Yeah,
That's 3 out of 4 that he's missed.
Newton, if you're just joining us, he's the Syracuse commit. Again, you could probably see why. He's got great length, 6'8", from Washington, D.C., but like a lot of Orangemen, misses a couple free throws. You've seen that a lot throughout the years. Come on, if you follow Syracuse, I almost said the Big East. They still can't get over it. There's Lawrence, a little pushing off.
Mount Zion picking up ball pressure here, really bothering
really
Sunrise.
Lawrence trying to get into the lane. Robinson back out for a Lawrence triple.
Huge shot right there. Huge shot. Great pass by Robinson, driving to the lane, pitching the ball off for a wide open 3.
It was pretty good defense because the ball really never left. It was 22 feet.
Right.
Never went any closer than that. In the middle, Gesson. Little drop step, bank shot, no, weak side, rebound Robinson. Looks to push ahead. Here's Oden all the way to the rack, and he lays it in. Well, 5 quick ones by Sunrise. It extends to a 13-point lead. And that 2-3 zone, trying to flash in the middle, was Newton. And I think he'd be a candidate for that. Shot no good by Harvey. Little pleasantries exchanged by Newton, who I think has been a little frustrated here. He didn't get the start. I mean, I'm not sure if that's a usual thing for Mount Zion, but Roderick Harrison electing not to start one of the best players on the team, Woody Newton. But we might get a double technical. We're going to look at the replay here first on the 3.
Scrape here on the rebound.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just got a little bit physical on that play in the paint. And I think guys just being foolish. Guys got to mature and grow up.
What are you doing after the game? You want to go to,
They're trying to decide. Applebee's.
Yeah.
Ben Roosevelt, Associate Athletic Director here at AIC, has done a great job promoting Applebee's. I think they're going to Applebee's. Going to have some shrimp together. Referees did a nice job diffusing that, though. Stepped in there, 2 technicals. Cooler heads.
Approaching 4 minutes here with a 13-point lead. Sunrise Christian, Bel Air, Kansas.
And I like the fact that Coach Harrison took Newton out of the game to calm him down as well.
Tough pass, but corralled by Kita. Shot clock under 10. Here's a 3 by Oden, in and out. Kita fights for the rebound, and he's going to get called for the loose ball foul. Now, you like the effort there, you like the aggressiveness, but you're up 13. There's 3:44 left.
Got to be smarter.
Yeah.
As you said, sprint back. Great box out by Joe Smith, though, getting himself to the free throw line down this end. Obviously, he's not as physically strong as Kater is, but he did a nice job keeping him off the backboard.
And you're right. That's the second time he's committed a foul like that, right? After the play was over,
correct.
Pretty much. Yeah. 3:44 remaining. Joe Smith, the lefty. Back rims it, and they have not shot the ball well from the free throw line. That's 3 misses in a row. And let's see if they take the air out of the ball as Lawrence brings it up. Little handoff for Fritz. Here's the weave play. Robinson just designed to take the air out, but Lawrence say, I'll take a 3, in and outs it, and the ball ripped away nicely by Joe Smith. Well, Zion's got to be in a hurry here. Here's a 3. They need it. Joyner knocks it down. Big shot. And a timeout, or we get a foul? No, foul on number 15.
More foolishness. His teammate makes the three, get back in transition, and gets caught up in a little discussion, pushes off. Now we're shooting free throws down this end.
If you're going to look at a silver lining there, it does stop the clock. Right?
Yeah,
right.
I guess. Yeah, makes a three here.
Let's see.
And then he pushes the guy in the back for no reason.
Yep. No reason.
It's a flagrant foul. It's just foolishness.
So TJ Fritz from Wamego, Kansas. And what are they going to call here? There's no replay, right? So I tell you, Coach and I have been talking about, we've been mixing into that sometimes when officials nowadays stop the game and look at a play like that, and they take,
forever.
Sometimes 5 minutes
forever.
Or 3 minutes.
Yeah, all the flow of the game is done.
My line, and nobody knows who Ron Ratner is. You do, but
I do.
I say there's 5 minutes of my life I can't get back, and he'll send me a text.
Yeah.
All right, 10-point lead. Mount Zion off to miss free throw, so it works out for him.
Yep.
I think that was planned. Here's Frazier. Man-to-man now by Sunrise. Frazier spinning. The lefty scoops it up. No good. Offensive foul call.
Really smart play by Keita. Wow. For a big kid to be smart like that, usually big guys go up there and swing at it, try to block it, to be smart enough that the guard was off balance, to step in and take that charge. Really, really heady play.
You can tell by your reaction you really enjoyed that. Big fella taking a charge.
But usually a big guys are trying to block it. But look at that. Straight up, straight down, hands, verticality, runs a guy over. How many times do you see a big guy swing and get a dumb foul? Smart play. That kid's got a huge upside. Yeah. He's going to make some high major school very, very happy.
Moore's back into the game for Sunrise as we're about 2.5 minutes away with a 10-point lead. Shot clock approaching 10. Driving, and Bynum works it down low for a dunk from the weak side by Robinson.
What a play on this handoff over here. The two Mount Zion players right here ran right into each other, and it gave a drop off for a layup.
Huge bucket and a 12-point lead now with 2:20 remaining.
Back in the zone.
Ooh, little shuffle of the feet by Nagesson. Now a three by Frazier. Much needed, no good. Tipped around, and Joe Smith with the rebound. Frazier takes it to the rack. His shot is around and out, but he'll get 2 free throws.
Yeah, here's Ben Roosevelt, Associate Athletic Director here at AIC. Did a great job at halftime jumping out here and getting our rim fixed. He's done a great job with the announcements. Does a great job here at AIC.
I tell you, another free throw missed, by the way, by Mount Zion. You never know what Ben could be doing over there. I mean, you catch him at a bad time, and it's pretty embarrassing, right? How about another missed free throw?
Unbelievable. 5
in a row.
To be honest with you, they were 0 for 7 for 3 in the first half. They struggle making free throws. If they're not making layups, they struggle.
Traveling violation called on.
Not a good possession right there. Sunrise is going to know time and score. They got to pull it out, run some offense. Watch this handoff here. Boom. 2 guys ran at each other. Drive, 2 guys, layup. Great play.
Yeah. Then it becomes basically 4-on-3.
Great play, yep.
Left side corner 3, Nagesson around and out. And the tip by Frazier won't go. Another tip by Smith. Keita with the rebound. Jump ball. Possession arrow to Mount Zion.
That's the right call.
And listen, if you're Sunrise right here, just don't worry about it, okay? It's Mount Zion's ball. You got a 12-point lead. There's a $140 left. Just set up your defense and move on, right?
Absolutely.
Otis Frazier III to inbounds. Bynum. Here's Nagesson. Little size advantage. They double team him. Hangs in the air. Frazier. A 3 by Joyner. No good. And Frazier with a beautiful save. Joe Smith has it, and he's fouled.
Not a smart fall right there. Mount Zion just struggles from the free throw line, struggles from the three-point line.
Let's see here. Again, they've missed at least 5 in a row from my count.
Yeah, Coach Martino Vincenzo Pepe, the assistant coach, player development, probably needs to work on some perimeter shooting.
6 in a row.
Just fighting for the ball, good effort, and then just silliness comes in. We just don't really need it.
6 straight misses at the line for Mount Zion.
Bit of a flop right there. It may have pushed him, but a bit of a flop.
Look at that. A touchdown and an extra point. 7 in a row. And a foul call. Oh, we see Lawrence now in Nagesson yakking it up. And the official steps right in. It's been pretty physical, especially late in the second half. And AC is going to gather his troops, and say, look, stop fouling, stop being aggressive, just play solid defense.
He's also telling them don't play into any of the crap that's going on.
Yeah.
Don't listen to Mount Zion. Don't get involved. Just play the game. Minute 18 to go. Let's win the game. Go home. Grab a bite to eat.
Correct. Tyron Lawrence, he's got 18. I'm not sure who you think the player of the game is, but my vote, I think, is for 0, Tyron Lawrence, who's got 21. He really controlled the game in the second half, or 19 he's got. Mount Zion head coach Roderick Harrison wanting to put more he's going to make them inbounds again. Jason Holloway from Detroit, Michigan, number 11 in the game for Mount Zion.
Yeah, they inbounded the ball. They rolled the ball, and the score clock started early before he touched it.
4 seconds went by.
Yeah, so they got it back up there again.
Little crossover dribble by Bynum. And a tie-up, jump ball, possession arrow 2, Sunrise Christian.
See, that's the thing with big guys. A lot of big guys, because they're not on balance, when they catch it, they got to gather themselves and they got to bounce it to get themselves on balance.
Yeah.
That's a good drill for big men to work on, having themselves on balance. That's why they put it on the floor when they catch it in the paint.
And a foul called with 1:04 left. And one of the better free throw shooters, perhaps, I just saw they put him into the game, TJ Fritz from Hagel, Kansas, runs to the free throw line. You can tell he's probably good. He couldn't wait to get to the free throw line, right?
Let's see if he makes them. Don't forget about that rim.
Well, if you don't use it, you don't worry about
That's
it, right?
true. Exactly right. Yep.
You mentioned your idol, Larry Bird. That he back rims it, though. He never used the rim on his free throws. He hit the rim about 4 times a year on his free throws.
Mount Zion looks like they're going to put some guys in on the end of the bench that may surrendering a little bit here.
David Stewart, number 33 from Arnold, Maryland, in the game. Also number 30 is Chris McDaniels, 6'3" from Olney, Maryland. And Blaze Keita is going to check out.
Really nice win here for Sunrise today. Obviously, they were challenged early. They got behind. They changed defenses, but they didn't lose it cool. They continued to play hard, and it's a nice win for them here today in Springfield.
Jason Holloway, you don't want to foul here. Joe Smith down low. And a turnover. Here's Oden out of the pack. Shot clock at 25, game clock at 47. And do you foul here or do you just play it out?
I'd like them to play it out.
How about a 3? Left side, no good. He did not follow his shot and kicked it out of bounds. Fritz that time took the 3 and did the right thing going back on defense, but if he followed his shot, he would have.
Yeah, they knew the shot clock was going to run out and they would have lost the ball, so he took a shot, so we're almost done here.
35 seconds left. 56-41 the lead. Let's see if Holloway can get a shot off. He wants to. Also in the game, that's Chris Motton, and a foul underneath. It's not what you want to see. Rodegard will come back in. With 26 seconds left. Chris Motton. Wow, that is 8 in a row they've missed. That's my count.
Yeah.
I mean, that's amazing.
There may be a cover. Maybe a cover on the lid, and that's supposed to be the soft rim.
Chris Motton from Stafford, Virginia.
Phew.
Breaks the ice. 25 seconds left. Play it out and not foul, you would think. Motton chasing Lawrence. Fritz. Oop. 9 seconds left. He's playing keep away here. Looked like he tried to foul him, right? But the referees are going to say, we've had enough. The final, 56-42.